Live trained.
All right, so first thing we're going to focus on is just kind of going through a couple little things as we get started. Freestyle. So first thing we do, right, on every single takedown, right away, you want to be successful in freestyle, transitions to turns. So first thing we're going to focus on is off our takedowns, I want us punching a deep waist. So when I punch my deep waist, when you do a gut wrench, right, we want to focus on turning, like we're Velcro on his back, right? We're focused on a gut wrench first. We want Velcro on his back. We want to turn their ribs, right? Turn the ribs. Or you got to turn their hips. But anything in between there, the soft spot, that's where I want a guy's lock defensively. And offensively, I want to stay out of this. So the best way is off your takedowns, learning how to punch. And your best is start high because you know they're going to crawl down. I want to punch and I'll find the sweet spot. I want my elbow right here in his rib cage and I want deep arm. Just probably the way that's going to work is, go down, Coach Moore, right, is whatever side that you line up on in folk style. So if you line up on the left side, your right tight waist is probably your best. If you line up on the right side, your left tight waist is probably best. And that's going to be your best gut wrench side. So if you line up on this side, this is going to be your best gut wrench because this is going to be used to your tight waist. Then you're going to be gutting this way. If you line up on this side, your right arm is probably your best tight waist side because you're used to chopping. That's going to be your best deep waist so you can gut wrench. Does that make sense? Right? And we want to put ourselves in the best position possible at all times. So if you line up and you want to go right, and your left arm's deep, don't force a bad gut wrench to the left side or to the incorrect side. If you want to go right, we want to make sure that we're lining up, getting our arm deep, so we can set and be successful with our gut wrench. So very first drill we're going to focus on, real simple, is when you're starting on a double leg. Starting on a double leg, we're going to use our head, get a takedown. We want to capture before they hit the mat, right? This is what in the United States, typically we're used to getting our takedowns, and then we think parterre. Right? So we want to be getting our gut wrench before he hits the mat. So we're starting with a double leg, driving away from our head. Driving away from your head is going to keep you from getting flipped. And as you're getting taken down, I'm punching my deep waist. Right? I'm punching my deep waist. So I talk about elbow right in his ribs. Now as I punch my deep waist, my other hand punches. I want no space. I want to set my shoulder in his back. Think about your chest being Velcro, right, on his back. I see this all the time, gut wrench, we slide off to the side. I don't want to do that. You focus on setting your shoulder. And think about Velcro on his back as you go. Now I'm thinking about turning his body, and I'm back up on top, ready to go. So go both sides so we can play with it. Start on the other side, driving across as he's hitting the mat. I'm punching my deep waist as he's bellying down. Closing the gap, no space, pinching my elbows. Reset my shoulder. I'm driving forward, Velcro on his back, and I'm back up on top. So go find a partner. Let's start. Let's go both sides. Catching deep waist, right at that sweet spot, and we're gutting. Both guys, one guy goes back and forth, other guy goes back and forth. Let's go, 1, 2. Let's go spread out, find a partner. So off your takedown, right? As I get my takedown, I'm punching my arm deep. As I'm going, I'm thinking about finding my wrist, and then I'm punching my arm deep, and then I'm setting my shoulder, and I'm pinching this elbow in, and that eliminates the space. And it'll make a big difference on someone's ribs. So when I do this, and I talk about setting your shoulder, right? See this, we're getting a takedown, and we're like this. We're like elbows deep right here. Maybe my elbow's pinching, this isn't tight, right? So I'm thinking about punching this arm deep. So as Coach Mark's bellying down, I'm punching this arm deep. Even if I'm on this side, as I go, my lock's just gonna get to the sweet spot. If I started over here, and I start gut wrenching, I'm not going to get him over, right? So I have this arm deep, so as I go, and he starts to turn into it, it's going to start to tighten itself up as I start setting my shoulder. And now my lock's going to start centering in his body, but I want to start on the far side. So as I start going, it's going to start to center in his body. And I'm thinking about turning his ribs, right? Focus on turning his ribs. Don't think about turning the guy. Turn his ribs. Velcro on his back. Set your shoulder. Your back doesn't move. Focus on turning his ribs, and the body will follow. If I focus on just trying to squeeze and turn them, you're gonna slide off to the side. So again, as I'm getting my takedowns here, right? It might sound very simple, but hey, listen, this is a big deal. I get here on the edge, guy starts to belly down, it's the opportunity right here. I'm punching, as he goes down, I'm cinching it up. See how my elbows are pinched down his ribs? Yes? Now, the last thing I want to focus on is where our knee goes. Our knee goes in his pocket. All right, so as I'm here, as he's bellying down, I'm punching, and I go, my knee goes in his pocket. So as Coach Mark starts to belly down, like I said, I got guys' ribs. I'm driving with my feet, If you want to pop your hips, I don't think it's super important, because don't forget, our folks out. I don't have to take them all the way through. That's not necessary. All I gotta do is expose them. He bellies back down, I'm back up on top, I reset my lock, I can expose them, right back on top. No different than our folk style tilts, right? No different. So after I get my lock and I pinch, I set my shoulder, drive, expose him, he bellies back down, I'm back up on top, reset my shoulder, back up on top. And there's no space. If you start finding there's space in your elbow, pinch it down and punch your arm deep. So if I'm like this and I'm starting to go and I'm sliding off to the side, reset, punch your arm deep, pinch your elbow, reset your lock, reset your shoulder, and I'm pinching my elbows. Tilt, back up on top. If you want to pop your hips, that's great. But nothing says you have to. All we need is exposure. Whatever you feel comfortable with. Let's go, 1, 2. So see, you're like, so you got those long arms, so go back in there. So he's bellying down, I'm punching, this is like, you got these long arms, so this is like this, and then this is like this. So see the difference? So keep punching, now pinch this elbow down. That's gonna be a big difference. You feel that? So it's doing this, and then this. Time. All right, next thing. So now off my takedown, maybe I start to slide and I miss it. I'm gonna reclimb. I'm gonna get back to my lock, right? And this is something that is really important, and it's an easy thing. In freestyle, like I don't get my first turn, and we give up on it, right? It's very common. But the guys that are great on top, they think, hey, I only need one takedown, and I get tough on top, and I'm gonna end this match, right? That's the kind of, you wanna be good on top. Technique is important, but it's a mindset thing, right? You have that mindset of, I get on top, and I can finish this match right now, I don't have to get back to my feet. And if I have to get back to my feet and get another takedown, that's great, right? So when you get on top, let's really focus on that. Now, partner on bottom, we gotta start landing a little bit better, right? It doesn't do me any good if I'm already landing in the gut wrench and I'm rolling across my back, right? So we talk about on the flip side. So when you're doing parterre, there's really no drilling, right? It's pretty close to 100% every time, because I gotta give Coach Mark a good feel. Coach Mark takes me down here, right? And I'm already just like falling down and giving him a trap arm. Well, one, I'm developing a really bad habit here. It's not realistic. And two, this is match over. You give up a trap arm, you have a leg lace, get someone good, that match is over, right? So you want to not get trap arm or leg lace, can't get trap arm or leg lace in practice, right? So guys, when guys drilling this drill, right, he's taking me down, I'm kind of fighting it a little bit, and as I go down, I'm fighting, so I know, okay, if this arm is deep, which way is he going? That way? Right, gotta identify that. So as he's taking me down, I'm going down, and I start turning my body, and I start looking into his gut. Coach Mark tricks me, right? Or, he starts going here, I feel him start punching the opposite side, okay, I gotta start looking into his gut, and I'm moving. That's really important, right? Because now it's gonna give him a good feel also. So as I'm getting this takedown, right? As I'm getting this takedown, and Coach Mark's going down, I'm getting my gut. I go to get my gut, he starts turning and looking into it. Now I get a realistic feel of what my gut feels like. I start to slide off to the side. I'm gonna re-punch my arm. I'm gonna come back up on top. I'm gonna look the gut the opposite way. Look how I'm going forward. Really important, right? So I don't do this. I don't slide off to the side. Now I'm pinching it, and then just come back up neutral, because he's gonna be sliding forward. He bellies back down. Yeah. I'm punching the opposite side. I'm top. I'm up on top. I'm always trying to climb. Get to my turn. Always bellies down. You always punch the opposite side. Set my lock. So I have my gut. Back to my turn. You start to turn into it. I feel like I'm not gonna get it. I'm constantly moving forward. I punch my other arm deep. I pull with this rib. You're doing this properly. Right back up on top. Velcro on his back every time. Setting the shoulder in his back. Starting from the double leg. Starting from the double leg, we're punching that arm deep, because that sets it up. Now for every takedown, I see belly's down, every takedown, I'm already deep. So I'm setting up my first gut wrench. He starts to defend, I re-punch. Now I got him. Look, I'm using my feet, just like you're doing folk style. My chest is on the back. I reset my shoulder, and I'm moving forward. You just keep working. We got it? Let's do it, 1, 2. If I'm on his belly, a guy down here that knows what he's doing, and he's defending, there's no way you should go over. If guy has a gut wrench on your belly, you go over if you're not fighting, right? If you're fighting, it might hurt a little bit, but you're not going. You're going, someone guts you, like I said, either on your hip bones or on your rib cage. Someone has your belly, in your head, you're like, okay, I'm not getting gut wrenched here. So it really doesn't make a lot of sense to waste our time. So if I have a takedown, I'm on his belly, right? Okay, great. I should start squeezing. I'm just squeezing his belly. Stop. This is when you lift. You lift and you climb. He's gonna crawl forward. I climb. Now I'm back up here. If he pushes my lock down, right? It's back to his belly. I lift. I climb back up again. And I'm gonna keep working until I can set my lock. And focus on. Now once I get a good bite, he starts to turn down. I got his rib. Now this is where the fight starts. He's bellying down. I got his rib. That's where I'm gonna get him. That makes sense? So we gotta be drilling that way, catching the lock. If it's on his belly, we're lifting and climbing. And just, if you're already up there, once you get your gut, we're punching the opposite side. And just focus on every time, we're pinching our elbows down. Pinching our elbows down. Reset your shoulder and driving forward. Let's go, 1, 2. Drill the takedown, and then it's live parterre, only going gut wrenches. Right, so hey, listen, guy drilling the takedown. That makes sense? You have the advantage. We gotta drill him that way. Get a good gut wrench before they hit the belly. We're lifting and climbing. Defense. And just, if you're already up there, once you get your gut, we're punching down inside. You gotta start moving, you gotta crawl. Think about getting the lock. Pinching our elbows down. Reset your shoulder. Belly versus onto your ribs. Let's go, 1, 2. So it's drilling the takedown. It's live parterre. Only gut wrenches. Top guy, go till you get the turn, right? Or until I say stop. Keep working, keep climbing, keep focusing. Bottom guy, don't relax. You start defending, when you relax, that's when you get turned, right? So keep moving, look to turn into the lock. We'll work more on parterre defense right now. This is for the offensive guy. The offensive person should be getting these turns because we haven't focused much on defense. Wrestle here, wrestle here. Uh-oh. Oh, you got it, go, 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 set your shoulder, go, 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 go.
Live trained.